Welcome to the Malting Hour after the final pour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golig, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
and that's it. We don't need anybody else for this one. It's a special 2-man after the final pour. Brandon, did you have anything to drink before we started recording?
A lot of our shows are, or a lot of the after the final pours tend to be just you and I.
Which is fine.
Well, lately. And yes, I did have something to drink before this. I had the Yaponia.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yonya. I don't know how to say the name.
Yonya.
It's batch 8 from phase 3, and they had it on tap at Old Irving. Had a sampler of that while I was picking up food to bring home for the family. And also picking up a beer that we're going to use for a future after the final pour.
What?
Or pass down to the... No, for this after the final pour.
That's what we're doing right now.
I was like, wait, which beer are we doing? Okay,
I was like, is there something else that I didn't know about?
Yeah, so I was using it to pick up the beer that we're actually going to be talking about on this after the final pour. And ironically, so the beer that I had at Old Irving Brewery was a Phase 3 beer. And the one we're having is a collaboration with Phase 3 and Old Irving. So, Tony, you got the can in front of you.
I do. With this new mic, I try not to do my full laugh, so I'm always turning away from the mic. Yes, we've got Migration, which is an Imperial Stout. 1 pint is 11.5% alcohol by volume. It contains coconut, cocoa nibs, vanilla. It is a collaboration with Phase 3 Brewing. And here's the thing. I took a little whiff of this beer before I took my first sip. It smells like peanut butter. It smells like, to me, it smells like there's peanut butter in this beer.
I see. I get it.
Like, I looked on the can. Like, I remember the coconut being in here. I swear to God, I thought there was peanut butter in this beer. Now, going back into it, I smell like rich chocolate. I don't smell coconut.
No.
But I do taste coconut. I took a sip. This, like a lot of Phase 3's beers, are very...
thick?
Yes. Not thick as much as it's like very over the top and in a good way. I enjoy... Have you had a lot of Phase 3 beers?
I haven't, but the ones that I have had, I would describe as hefty.
Yes.
I guess. They carry a lot of weight to them. And being at, what is this, like 11.3?
11 and a half.
11 and a half. Like this. So I had the Phase 3 beer at Old Irving today, and just a sampler, and I was like, it was thick. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I've ever really used the word like this beer is chewy, but I got where people get that from that. And I was like, okay, I'm not getting the chewy from this, but I'm totally getting the thickness.
Solo.
Yeah. Like, yes.
Sorry. It's
no
really,
chewy. See, this is where sound drops would come in play.
We're really got to get that sound.
But yeah, I totally think that like this falls in line with what Phase 3 normally would put out, because this is kind of consistent with the thickness that I've had.
Get up, get down with the thickness. There, I forget the name of it. I think it's called Pressed. They do an Imperial Coffee Porter that is very, very rich. Not rich. I would say very strong as far as like flavors. They're very like all the flavors that I have from Phase 3 beers are very big. In fact, they are one of maybe 3 breweries who put out a milkshake IPA that I actually enjoy. The other one being Brickstone, and I can't think of another one. But they do a Chantilly, their Chantilly series, and I just recently had their vanilla Chantilly, which is basically just a vanilla milkshake IPA, and it's awesome. You would actually really like their Chantilly series. Okay. The strawberry is really good. The peach is really good. The orange is really good. I think I did a double strawberry one or a cherry one. I'm not sure, but their Chantilly series is really good. But again, those are like sweet, big, hoppy beers, and even their other, hazy IPAs. And I want to say it's called Pixel. Their regular, just straight up IPA.
Yeah,
is really good. And I haven't had their Pilsner or any stout. Now but Phase 3 beers are very good. I do enjoy them, all the ones that I've had. Now this beer also does fall in line with Old Irving style of beers that are also, when you think of Krampus, the way that they add adjuncts to beers.
Yeah.
What other I know we had the interview with them. I remember talking to them.
Yeah.
Do they have many other adjunct beers? I mean, other than, okay, so minus the sour, the cushy series. I'm trying to think. Krampus is their adjunct stout. Going in for another sip. Hold on, sorry.
No, and I think, and as far as stouts go, well, I guess we never got the answer, and this is to be continued, about like Cinnamon Prost.
Yeah.
Like how they really got that flavor into that. I was looking at the beer list earlier and I was like, okay, so this has got this and that. And not even just stouts, but so they've got like, so if you look at, so currently on tap, they have Refugee, which is an American brown ale, and it's actually brewed with pecans, chocolate rye, and honey malt. So
the pecans would be the one adjunct.
Would be the adjunct. And then so cushy black cherry.
That's got actual black cherry in it.
It's Michigan black cherries and milk sugar. I don't know if
lactose.
That's lactose. Like I was like, can you consider that an adjunct? But like they're doing it. And then they've got their hard seltzer, which is with ginger and peaches. But again, you have to use adjuncts, I think, for most of those to get
sure.
So yeah, so they do fall into the category of like playing around with stuff. And I mean, I don't think I've ever had a bad Old Irving beer, so.
I could probably go through all my check-ins and see that I've not had a bad beer from them or a beer that I've disliked. I think the same goes with Phase 3. It makes complete sense how these guys would. It's kind of cool because they came together for a stout like this, mainly because, I mean, Old Irving has Krampus as their big Imperial Stout.
Correct.
They do have other stouts.
Yep. Nothing
along the lines with this. Phase 3 does do crazy shit like this. So the two of them coming together on this is pretty awesome. Sorry, I'm playing with the can. You can probably hear that on the microphone. I apologize. Yeah. I definitely get the coconut, definitely get the cocoa. I'm still getting like a hint of peanut butter in the aroma, and I don't know why. I mean, it's almost like it went away, and as you were talking, I took another sip, and I'm still getting like this peanut butter. I don't know if it's like the way that the chocolate and coconut and vanilla are all mixing in there with like the malts and everything, but it is very, like, I'm swirling it around right now.
My first question was, what's the last thing we drank out of these glasses? But they've gone through the wash. Yeah, they have.
The glasses look pretty damn clean. I mean, it's just me.
I'm trying to think that like even, so I don't know 100% if this was, I'm assuming. Yes, I would assume it was brewed at Old Irving because it was packaged there.
Yes.
And I don't know if Old Irving has a beer that has peanut butter in it that like somehow would have lingered.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're getting oil on the glass, well, that could be like coconut.
Yeah, I mean, there's vanilla in there. There's coconut. There's chocolate. I mean, the cocoa nibs, and just the beer itself. I mean, it is like a very dark beer and it is coating the glass. It's nice and dark. I mean, you can't see through this beer. It is, when Brandon was pouring it, it was like a thick oil. Yeah. I'm swirling it around now, and Brandon, you can see like it's leaving like a brownish, dark brown oil around the glass.
Note to us, if we have, next time we talk to Trevor, which we know we will do again soon, or if we ever talk to Sean from Phase 3, I'd be curious if they know like what may be giving off some peanut butter essence into this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm kind of getting it too. I'm kind of getting a hint of it when I taste it, but not like...
It's not overly... Like when we had the PB Eugene or any other peanut butter beer I've had, I'm not getting that. There's definitely... This is where you would drop in there. It's a bit nutty, soundboard effect as well. But there's like a hint of some type of like peanut. I don't know. It's weird, but and not in a bad way. It's not off-putting. It's not changing.
No, it's very complimentary to the beer, I think.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised to see the peanut butter wasn't in this beer. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe it's happening because as of this coming out, I am now 40 years old. It happened. Hopefully it happened.
Yeah.
Recording this 2 days beforehand.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I made it to when this episode was out. Otherwise, actually, if I don't make it,
this episode will never be released.
I hope, Brandon, please put this episode out as my last episode and do like an in memoriam. All my best Clark Burns and Dan shut-ups. Which I don't think I've actually said to him yet on this show. Which, by the way, did you know that episode was an hour and a half long?
Which one? The last one?
The last one.
Oh, yeah.
3 fucking loggers, and we talked for an hour and a half.
I knew it was going to be long after we got through the first one, and I was like, I looked at my watch, and I'm like, okay. Well, that's why
did not feel
we
great
got through the entire thing, and then we kept talking, and then I was sitting there, I was just like, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta go. And you're like, oh yeah, okay, soon. And I was like, the clock's ticking on this one.
We
I'm
kept
like,
going, yeah.
And then I woke up the next morning, and I was like, wait, Tony uploaded it.
I did. I ended up staying. I was originally not going to upload it. I was going to wait because we'd stayed up so long or kept going for so long. I was already tired.
Oh, yeah. I know you are.
And then I had another beer while we were talking. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just push through this, get it done. And I recorded the new ending of the episode too.
Oh, nice.
So we mentioned Dan now. So I did all that after having those lagers. I had beers before we did the show. I had 3 beers during the show. I had a beer after the show. Still was able to get everything done.
Good. You
should have done it after the final pour.
Good on you.
Good on me. Look at us. Real professionals. And I didn't drink all week. I take that back. I didn't drink during the week.
It's okay.
I had a Bourbon County last night, man.
Did you?
I did.
Which one?
Just regular Bourbon County. This whole week in Chicago, this past like 2 weeks have just been draining from the cold and the snow. And anybody, I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir, not just in Chicago, as you know, winter storms are all over the United States right now. It's just
all the rage.
It's all the rage. All the kids are looking for these. I'm over winter, and I'm never really over winter until about March when it's like, okay, that's it. I feel like I've been over winter for like 2 weeks now. This week felt like it was 2 weeks long.
Yeah,
it was insane. So I was even tired. I mean, I'm tired showing up here tonight, but I did it.
I was tired. I came downstairs. I'm like, oh, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Shake and bake. Goddamn groundhog saw his shadow yesterday or whatever.
Then he died.
2 days ago.
Then the groundhog died.
Wait, what?
The groundhog died. That groundhog died a day after it made its prediction.
That's fucked.
It is fucked up.
I mean, this is like the 90th groundhog they've probably gone through at this point.
It's not Punxsutawney Phil.
No, Punxsutawney is long gone.
R.I.P. Whoa. Got to put that phone on silent, baby.
It is on silent. Those are vibrations.
Good vibrations.
Oh, perfect.
We did it. Hey, so what's your overall recap this beer for me, Brandon? What do you think about it?
Very solid. The vanilla, the chocolate come through like perfectly. And at like 11.5%, just the way it drinks feels a little heavier. But that's, impressive to me to like have that heavy, that solid thickness. Again, I'm not thinking like it's that word chewy. But yeah, definitely like it's got that solid bite and it's awesome. I mean, I love this beer. Could I continue drinking it all night? No, because it's definitely something like most stouts that I drink get me flavor fatigue. But this one, 14. This was a perfect pour, actually. I think
8 ounces between the two of us. You and I have pretty much the same amount left. Yep. I'm surprised I didn't power through it. Like I have a little bit less than you, but I'm with you on there is a viscousness to the actual mouthfeel to this. I do get the coconut, I get chocolate, get vanilla. There's that interesting
peanut butter,
little peanut butter in there. Not sure how that happens. It's not overly sweet either. We didn't really talk about that. There's a sweet. I mean, it's sweet, but it's not like cloyingly sweet. It's the perfect amount of sweetness. And you said bite, and I think that is a good description because there is a bit of bitterness bite to it that helps balance out that being too sweet, and then there's like the bitterness from. The roasted malts and whatever hops they use.
And the chocolate.
Yeah, and the chocolate. I mean, cocoa nibs. And that gives off that nice, real chocolatey, flavor. I'm in agreement with you here, man. This is a solid freaking beer, and I perfect for a night like tonight. It's cold. And everybody else probably listening to this, you're probably in some place that's cold because the United States is basically a giant freezer right now. I get weirded out when I see people online who are not cold. Like my mom. It's in the 70s there. No, it's not. It's like it's cold down there too.
Yeah, so shout out to Old Irving and Phase 3 for this phenomenal beer.
Yeah, guys, I hope you collab on this again.
Or something similar.
Yeah, not collab on this again. Right?
Yes, or anything.
Collab on a beer again. I'm also going to remove the sticker and put it on my refrigerator.
Nice.
Which, by the way, these all of Old Irving's cans, you can easily get these stickers off.
Noted.
Yeah, I got to show you my refrigerator. There's stickers all over it now. I can't sell it with the house if we ever sell the house. This is great. A barrel-aged version of this would be dynamite. I mean, I'd pay some money for that. This is actually how much it was a 2-pack?
It was a 2-pack.
What is a 2-pack?
$12 a 2-pack.
$12 for the 2-pack?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Shit. I'd pay $18 for this.
Here you go, Trevor.
No, I'm surprised it wasn't like, I mean, 18 stressing, but I'm surprised it wasn't like a $15 or $16, 2-pack.
No, it was awesome. Like solidly reasonable. That's why I bought 2 of them. I mean, I was like,
shit, $12.
That price, I was like,
cans. Yeah. I mean, and for a lot of people, when I talk to guys at work about how much we spend on beer, they're like, what do you mean it's $12 for one bottle of beer? I'm like, well, it's aged in barrels, man. It's like 17% alcohol, so drink it.
It's like a bottle of wine in the size of a 16 ounce.
Yeah, losers, enjoy your whatever you're drinking. I'm not gonna knock any other beers, but yeah. Well, this was awesome. Thanks, Brandon, and thank you, Old Irving and Phase 3. Brandon, love you, man.
Love you too.
See you guys later.
Bye.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all 3. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at The Malting Hour.